In this video, I'll show you how to use the AM/FM tuner built into the Pioneer To-SPH-10BT when you're using the Smart Sync app. All right, the first thing we want to do is make sure that we have the Smart Sync app connected to the in-dash receiver, and I know I do because I can see the link illumination down the bottom here, and I have the app up on my phone. So we want to go to the AM/FM tuner, and there's a couple of different ways that you can do that. The first is you can touch the source button on the in-dash receiver. This will cycle through available sources. There's Bluetooth audio, and that takes us back around to the radio. The other way that we can do that is to use the app, and that's very easy. We can touch the source button here, and we'll touch the music notes. That brings up our list of sources, and we can scroll through these, or we can just move up to the radio and select radio. Now, this is the source screen where we can adjust the source and work with radio station presets back here. But if we want to see the main screen, we can touch the four squares up there or touch the same button here. That takes us back out to that main screen. So let's get into the AM/FM tuner. The information that's displayed on the screen right now is that we're on FM band number 1. We're tuned into radio station 89.3 FM, and we have a little star and a little search button here. So if I want to seek to the next available radio station, all I have to do is touch the frequency number, and that will seek to the next available radio station. If I want to manually seek up or down, just swipe across the screen. That's a manual seek up, 91.5, 91.7, 91.9. If we want to go back down, swipe the other way. To tune in a radio station that I like, I'm going to press the Seek button here, and that tunes in a strong radio station. Now, if I like that one, I'm going to put a star on it. That'll make it one of my favorites. So let's check our radio station presets now. That's the search button over on the side here. This opens up my radio station preset list, and I can touch any of these buttons to go directly to the radio station presets. We can go back there and choose a different one. Let's go back there again. Up on the top right, we have a button called BSM, and BSM will automatically scan through the FM spectrum and lock in the 6 strongest radio stations that you're receiving right now. So here you can see we're using the BSM function, and when it's complete, it'll come back with the 6 strongest radio stations that are available at your current location. So these are my radio station presets, but you saw I put a star beside a radio station before. If I touch the star here, there's that radio station that I liked, and I can select that one. So here we are on FM band number 1. If we touch FM 1 up here, that becomes FM band number 2, and I can create 6 additional radio station presets on FM band 2. We'll go back here, and I have FM 3, that gives me 6 more radio station presets, and then I can go over to AM, where I have 6 additional radio station presets. So let's seek to an AM radio station, and we'll put a star beside that one. And now if we go into our favorites over here, you can see we have an FM radio station there and an AM radio station. And we can continue to add additional favorites. Let's go back. And I'll touch here to go back to FM number 1. Let's go back to those radio station presets. Let's see, we're on FM band number 1. If I swipe over here, that gives me FM band number 2 in my radio station presets, and then FM band number 3 with my radio station presets. And we can swipe back. Very easy to change between any of those. Let's go into the settings on the AM/FM tuner. So let's touch the gears up here, and under the gears, we'll touch the radio. And we have 2 settings to work with. The first is our local setting. Let's open that window. And the local is a filter to filter out the weakest radio stations. So when you seek from one radio station to another, sometimes you're going to stop on every noise along the dial. If you hear that, you can switch local on to level number 1 or 2, and it'll start to filter out the weakest radio stations, so you'll only tune into the strongest ones. If you choose local number 3 or number 4, this will be only the very strongest radio stations available on the dial. Let's check out our seek function. Right now we're set to manual seek function. If we touch that, we also have the option for preset channel seek. So I'm going to go back now. I'll hit the X. And if I swipe over, you can see that I am going to the next available preset radio station. And I set the seek function to its highest level, so it would filter out the weakest radio stations, and I would only tune in the strongest radio stations. If I touch seek, I'm going to scan through the FM dial and only stop on the very strongest stations.